Good Tuesday morning to you. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martich. This is your outlook for November 5th, 2013. I'm going to take a look at the GFS today and kind of stick with it. We're not going to bounce across different model guidance because everything's pretty much in alignment as far as timing and placement of these synoptic systems here. Really not too much that's arguing against this idea. So we're going to stick with this GFS here. First of all, we have the high pressure that's sitting in the Gulf of Maine today. It was actually up in southeastern Canada. It was sitting up here yesterday, and because of that, we had a very cold north wind blowing in here. But now this high pressure has moved down to the southeast here and is now pushed offshore, and we're still under the influence of that high pressure. However, because it's in this position, we have with clockwise flow around it like this, you have an east wind component around the high pressure, and what that does is you will have a marine influence, and we're expecting some stratus to move in, some stratus clouds and some low-level clouds, just kind of cloud deck that's just going to hang over this area here and keep it mostly cloudy. Might not be entirely cloudy, might have a few breaks of sun, but I think for the most part it'll be a cloud-dominated day, especially the further east you go. Closer to the shoreline here. So we think that as you get into Thursday night, it starts to break up a little bit. Same thing for Wednesday. Maybe a little bit less in the way of clouds in this area here, but still we're going to call it variably cloudy here on Wednesday. You're not completely out of the woods as far as the cloud cover goes, but not any precipitation just yet. Now you see here this feature coming in here overnight Wednesday night. This is out in the Ohio Valley. This is actually a cold front that's attached to an area of low pressure that's way up here. And this cold front is what's going to move east through our area here during the day on Thursday, just with light showers. Nothing not dealing with anything too heavy anyway. Here's Thursday morning. Here's Thursday afternoon. You can see there's just light stuff here, and the low pressure is way off to the northeast here. Whoa, lost my page there. Low pressure way off to the northeast there, but then we look to Thursday evening, and we're already, it looks like we're pretty much in the clear here, maybe a leftover shower or two in South Jersey, but for everywhere else I think it's clearing out nicely from west to east here, and we're done with the precipitation already. Okay, the high pressure we think moves in behind it for your day on Friday. The only difference is for Friday, your wind's going to shift around the northwest. You can see it in the isobars, the way they're lined up here. See these isobars here, all lined up in this flow. So that's where your flow is from the northwest. And with a northwest wind, as we're expecting to be sustained about 10 to 20 miles an hour, it'll actually feel a little chillier than it actually is. And many areas will struggle to get to the 50-degree mark. In many areas, especially up in this area, might not get out of the 40s again on Friday. So another chilly day on tap for that day, with that northwest flow and the northwest winds keeping a little bit chillier feel to the air. And then Saturday we think it moderates a few degrees. High pressure is going to be sitting right over top of us, and you can see that here on Saturday, and then that pushes east. Now earlier we were thinking that this system here on Sunday would stay well to our north. GFS is starting to hint at the possibility of an isolated shower popping through here. I didn't put it in the forecast grids, at least in my region yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if we do have a shower or two sneak through here on Sunday. But if it does, it'll be very light and very spotty. So at least that's the way it's looking like right now. But this is at the maximum range of our 6-day forecast, so that is definitely subject to change. But that's it. That's all we're dealing with on Sunday, and then this system then just moves out, and that's about it. I do want to take a look at one other thing, and that is our we're showing yesterday with regard to the long range and a huge ridge. We had a big trough out west showing here, and a huge ridge over the east here, and that ridge was allowing a southwesterly flow and some warmth to take place over the east. Models are kind of doing a little bit of a 180 today, or maybe not a complete 180, but it went more from the big amplified pattern that I showed you before. Amplified being just like a roller coaster. It was like this, where you see dips and ridges and valleys and stuff like that, whatever you want to call it. You see the flow today. You see these lines going from west to east here, pretty much just a west-east flow. This is known as a zonal flow. And a zonal flow is where you see all these blues up here and greens. This is where the cold air is. The whites in the middle is temperate or near normal, and everything down here, the brown would be the warmer temperatures. So Basically, what that means is with a zonal flow, you can't tap into the cold air from Canada, and you can't tap into the warm air from the south. So you're kind of stuck in the middle and just near normal temperatures or maybe slightly above normal. So if that's the case, we won't be as warm as originally thought, but this is just one run of the European model, and I want to see a few more runs before we jump on this idea. And I think it does eventually stay warmer than normal at least, by at least a couple degrees in the second to third week of November. But we will keep an eye on it for you. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Barntridge, and that is your outlook for November 5th, 2013. Have a great Tuesday.